My name is Adam Robles, and I know not everybody does this, but social justice warriors, even social justice Christians, will attempt to manipulate you into agreeing with them in a couple different ways. This is very common, and it's unfortunate because, sometimes manipulations can be a very effective way of getting people to agree with you, even when you have no arguments, even when you cannot prove your case. And I've noticed two very popular ways that people will try to manipulate you into agreeing with them. The first one is very direct. Basically, it kind of sets up the person who's doing the manipulation as sort of a advanced human, sort of a morally superior to their readers. A lot of times you'll see articles from Christians that basically can be summed up, look, I know you guys are a bunch of racists, but you have to agree with me on this, because if you want to not be racist anymore, you'll have to agree with me on this topic. That's pretty direct, and you see that a lot in blogs, you see that a lot in videos. Politicians do this kind of thing a lot. And unfortunately, Christian blogs are starting to do this too, where it's just assumed that, I believe in this white supremacy thing. I believe in this idea of systemic racism, and therefore I'm morally superior to you, so you guys got to catch up. Nobody wants to feel like they're bad people, so that's a very effective way to get people to agree with you. The second way is a little more subtle and a little bit less in your face, but I think it's actually more effective. You'll often see people, black people, Hispanic people, but also white people as well, that'll say something like, hey, you need to really hear your black brothers and sisters out. You need to hear your Hispanic brothers and sisters out. And what they mean by that is basically you have to listen to what they say and accept it, no matter what. Accept it as total truth. And if you don't, if you push back, if you give counter arguments or counter examples, then you're just not listening. You're not hearing them. And so if you don't agree with social justice warriors, if you don't agree with their agenda, then by definition you are saying I don't care about you at all. When really all you're saying is I disagree with your viewpoint. I've gotten this a lot. I've been told that when I talk and discuss with people that they don't feel listened to, right? And the evidence that they put forward as to why that they feel I'm not listening is that I don't agree with them. Basically, that's what it boils down to. And that's a subtle manipulation, because here's the thing. You can listen to somebody and respect them and really care about their arguments, and then at the end of the day still disagree. And you know how I know that? Because lots of my brothers and sisters are completely fine with disagreeing with me. And I don't think that means they don't hear me. I don't think that means they don't respect me. I don't think that means that they don't listen to what I say. And if it does, that's unfortunately a reflection more on you than it is on me. So I listen to black people all the time. I listen to people that do not share my perspective all the time, and I respect their opinions. I respect what they say. I listen to it, and the reason how you can know that I respect it is because I respond to it. I disagree with it. Anyone who disagrees with you and can actually sum up what you say and then give counter arguments or counterpoints is by definition respecting you. When someone doesn't respect you, they just ignore you, right? And so when somebody tells me that they don't feel listened to, and I ask them why, and they say basically it's because I don't agree with their viewpoint, I think they just don't understand what they're really saying. I mean, maybe that's how they operate. Maybe they respect only people they agree with, and so they, by definition, don't respect me. But I don't think that's how it works. I think if you're interacting with someone's arguments and you're saying, look, I don't agree, and here's why I don't agree, that shows a level of respect. And so don't be manipulated by social justice Christians. If you don't agree with them, don't be cajoled. Don't get your arm twisted into agreeing with them by them thinking that they're morally superior, or by saying, oh, you're just not listening to me. You know what? Grow up. Frankly, grow up. If that's how you think of respect by someone who respects you must agree with you, I'm sorry, you need to grow up.